that the Assembly decides to adopt draft resolution A/77/L70. It is so decided. This midterm review is our last chance before 2030 to collectively change course. Starting today, let us ensure our choices are planet smart and people centered. Disasters know no borders. They are also connected to each other and to us through our actions and inactions.
We must acknowledge that progress has been weak and insufficient. Sadly, as a result of not meeting our climate and broader SDG commitments, natural hazards that could have been prevented have claimed hundreds of thousands of lives and forced the involuntary displacement of millions of people. President of the General Assembly, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, nothing erodes sustainable development like disasters, which can often destroy decades of progress in minutes. The failure to identify, prevent, and reduce risks before they manifest as disasters not only places the Sustainable Development Goals in jeopardy, it affects the most vulnerable people in the world first and worst. President of the General Assembly, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, managing risk today is not an option. It is a global imperative, a commitment, and it belongs to each and every one of us. Let us endeavor to make this a reality.
As risks are left unattended, disasters are materializing faster, surpassing our ability to cope with increasingly dire consequences for people, livelihoods, society, and the ecosystems on which we depend. The imperative to realize the outcome, goal, and targets of the Sendai Framework is more important today than ever before. His Excellency Csaba Kőrösi, we do know better, and we can and must do more. We cannot choose a path of timidity, maintaining business as usual. To do so presents us with threats that not only jeopardize sustainable development, but also our very existence. His Excellency Csaba Kőrösi, President of the time is now. Let us rise to the occasion, apply what we have learned, and ensure risk-informed decision-making, investment, and behavior in all societies, so that current and future generations have a future filled not with fear, but with hope.
Dear leaders, having a framework is a great milestone, and we need to celebrate that. But having this framework implemented in full by all stakeholders is critical for our shared humanity. My personal concern is we will not be able to fully implement Sendai Framework and other agreed framework if we constantly choose to do what is easy. Dear Excellencies,
some of the places from my childhood memories no longer exist. I am here today because our building did not collapse. This is because our contractor had applied high standards to make our building earthquake resistant. Nevertheless, we could not go back to our home. The aftershocks were continued, basic services like water and electricity were not available. So we lived in our car for a week. We were 7 people.